points in the game.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the Colts sideline, that's head coach Shane Steichen. His side enjoying one of the league's best records so far. They're sitting at 5-1. With my buddy Brock Hewitt, I'm Casey underneath, Scott. This is Rigoberto Sanchez to get us started. And here we go from SoFi. Darius Davis to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Even he mentioned it to us. There hasn't been much celebrated for him since last week. While other guys were taking in the win and enjoying some time to relax, he was reviewing what went wrong in that game. Interception, not finding the end zone. That's not the type of impact that usually finds you a win, and he knows he's got to do more for his team.
Herbert now off the play fake. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At their 48.
Herbert from the gun. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
1st and 10, give to Harris. Well, they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
From the red zone on first. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. So his first blunders brought after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of...
Oh, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. The Colts got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. It's about 43 yards for it. Dicker connects there. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He dodged the tackle. Past midfield, and he's got space. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. Leading them to the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown-to-interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It can lead to an awful lot of else.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, here's Jones. He's got his man, that's Alex Pierce. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there. When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Giddens. Will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
3rd and goal for Jones. There's a screen for Giddens. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That's up and through for the point after. And the Colts one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. He'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. Johnson finds the football complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give them 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Zone read, a give to Harris. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. The Colts have taken the early lead. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now Herbert to throw. Catch made left side by McConkey. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And the pistol to give to Harris. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Catch made over the middle. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you have a great chance to win. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and long for him here. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the send.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
In one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good. Get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's Gould on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Let's go now. 79.
On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left is intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And he's making a house call. Big 6 for Los Angeles. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talked about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. And despite the fate of their last snap, Brock, the lead still theirs. That pick six should have been the wake-up call they need to refocus here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Jones trying again after the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Taylor. Jukes away from one. Cuts his way through a tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. They go again with Taylor. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd down carry for Taylor. Escapes a defender. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Colts.
First down, Indianapolis.
Option give to Taylor. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Running it here with Giddens. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1 yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Now throw, 3rd and long. To the right, reeled in by Downs. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx it.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Chargers currently on top here at SoFi. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. He doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but they still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
The 42-yard line.
Herbert now, blitz coming. He's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
On a quick slant, he's got Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10.
Prior to first down, they
26-yard
decided to call a
line.
timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Lion.
It's Herbert once more. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Herbert throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This from 48 on the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You avoid those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. And they're on him to send him out, and that's going to bring us to the end of this second quarter. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Raiders in the AFC West. And this is Patrick Mahomes. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Chiefs up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This will wind up a touchdown. The Vikings get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Xavier Legette. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Panthers have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And They haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Herbert from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Zone read handoff to Taylor. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Connecting again with Downs. And they make the tackle at the 38. Trying to work quickly now.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, Jones. Quick slant into the hands of Downs. We'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Stopped by Deion Henley.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got it, complete to Downs. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
1st down.
To throw again, it's Jones. That's brought in, it's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open.
He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get into the end zone there. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down. They'll throw, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing a fourth down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Colts and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, first and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Jones to throw. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Taylor now up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a third and 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Catch made left side by McConkey. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Johnson finds the football, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Going right side, Harris with it. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. And this entire offense is getting a boost. And he busts those tackles.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Set. Delta. Set. Let's go. Ready.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash.
38-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Doolin. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Colts offense set to head out. First down from the 42.
Let's go now.
Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. On the line for another 1st and 10.
First down, Colts.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. We will move to the next.
That's Taylor working the sideline. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Running behind center with Harris. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Harris once more. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
They'll air it out on third. That's incomplete left side.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game. Ticker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And their defense held up after that fumble, only gave up 3. So time for this offense to make it up to them, get some points of their own. Taylor gets it on first and 10. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38.
First down, Indianapolis.
Going to the ground again on first. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
To throw, here's Jones. We've got a screen to the running back. He's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Desperation time here on fourth. It's on target to Pierce. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on fourth. Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 43-yard line.
And go play fake with Jones. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Looking to throw. Warren brings this one in on the slant. And he's taken down at the 30. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Colts facing a 5-point deficit. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Fits it through the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, Man, is it difficult on the defense.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Giddens does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot. And they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown, and with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
4 yards.
So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. Second and 6 coming up here.
Set. 380.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And what a play. He scores. They get to the end zone on the final snap, and the huge moment wins them the game. For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even rarer does it happen on that type of home run play.
Yeah, these fans, they came here hoping for a good game, and they got a great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever called.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.